The Beast's pirates are an extremely infamous and powerful pirate crew led by Kaido of the Yonko. They are based in Wano Country, specifically headquartered on Onigashima. The crew is currently in an alliance with the Big Mom Pirates, another Yonko crew, in order to conquer the world. The Beast's pirates are a huge pirate organization, a roughly 20,000 strong army organized along simple yet strict hierarchical lines, effectively capable of operating as a massive fleet. Kaido as the Governor-General is at the top, holding complete dominance over everyone. Directly below rank his 3 executive officers, the All-Stars, to whom answer a large yet unknown number of second-ranking officers, headliners, that are spearheaded by a select few, the strongest 6 of them, called Tobirapo, with the bottom ranks comprised by legions of rank and file, grouped into 3 divisions, the roughly 500 elite gifters, all granted artificial Zoan powers in Kaido's efforts to create the world's strongest crew made entirely up of ability users, even more. Pleasures, those who have failed to gain abilities, and the lowest level foot soldiers, and presumably the most numerous, called waiters. Beast's pirates are allied and affiliative to Kurozumai family, Drake pirates, On-Air pirates, Hawkins pirates, Big Mom pirates, and Don Quixote pirates. We will discuss about the hierarchy starting from the bottom. We have waiters. The waiters are the crew's low-level foot soldiers who have yet to eat the smiles, still awaiting their chance to gain animal powers, hence their name. Their specific role or duties in the crew, as opposed to the pleasures or gifters, are unknown. The first waiters shown appeared in Udon's prisoner mine to fight Luffy and Hyogoro in a sumo match and wielded various swords. However, none of those particular waiters were of notable strength, as they were all knocked out by Luffy's House Hoku Haki. Unlike the pleasures and gifters, none of them have horns, signifying their lack of having eaten smiles. Next, we have pleasures. The pleasures are the crew's mid-level foot soldiers, only above the waiters. They are the unfortunate many who failed to gain any animal traits after eating a smile fruit, being in the 90% who ate the dud fruits, and since for every gifter there are 9 pleasures, one could infer the number of pleasures to stand at around 4,500 at least, though any specific number has not been mentioned yet. The pleasures not only failed to gain any abilities from partaking of the faulty fruits, due to their side effects, they always smile and laugh regardless of circumstance, even when taking harm, hence their name. In addition to being unable to express any other emotion, they share the standard devil fruit weakness of being unable to swim. They each have a single white horn on their heads and have been seen, i.e., serving as patrolling scouts in Wano Country. Next, we have guard. Hihimaru. Hihimaru is a baboon that was formerly a guard for the Beast's pirates before being tamed by Tama. It is an extremely large baboon that towers over average-sized humans. It has light-colored fur. Hihimaru is very ferocious and is eager to get into fights. It is difficult to tame, but Tama managed to tame it with some food. Hihimaru possesses a great amount of strength, and is well known for it by the residents of Kuri, being called the raging baboon of the mountain. It had developed a great reputation while serving the Beast's pirates, and its keepers were concerned at it being tarnished when the Komei no Komakiyo put up a fight against it. Its loss was seen as significant by the Beast's pirates, and caused them to take an interest in Tama and her animal taming powers. Hihimaru wields a very large katana. Next, we have guard. Scotch. Iron Boy Scotch is the guardian of one of the Yonko Kaido's favorite islands. Scotch is a large man of great height. He is also a cyborg with modified body parts. Scotch appears to be a rather passive individual. While determined to protect the island, he seems to prefer to not fight and casually warns people that the island belongs to Kaido and tells them to leave. He clarified to Drake that he is not threatening him but that he is simply warning him. However, when he notices that a battle is about to start and cannot be avoided anymore, he will attack. When duty calls and his services are needed, Scotch seems to have a ruthless streak of sorts, evidenced when he crushed Gabiru's rebellion in cold blood to teach the revolutionaries a lesson. He has no qualms against attacking an old woman. As the Yonko Kaido entrusted him as a guardian of one of his favorite islands, Scotch is undoubtedly a powerful fighter. Indeed, he single-handedly overwhelmed Gabiru's rebellion, while surviving an encounter with Super Rookie X Drake invading the island. Scotch wields a large sword on his back, so it's safe to presume that he is proficient in using it. His right hand has also been outfitted with a large triple-barrel gun, and most of his body is covered in protective metal plating. Next, we have numbers. Hacha. Hacha is a member of the numbers in the Beast's Pirates. Like the other numbers, Hacha is an extremely large man, with Eustace Kid noting that he looks even larger than a typical giant. Like the other numbers, Hacha likes to drink, and in his debut he was shown to be quite drunk. He seems to like fighting and quickly took the opportunity to attack Luffy, Zoro, Kid, and Killer when they broke into Kaido's fortress, with his careless use of force resulting in collateral damage and members of his own crew going down. This recklessness caused his crewmates to try and stop him from attacking further, and Kid noted that they seemed to have trouble controlling him. Due to his large size, Hacha is extremely powerful, wielding his club to strike heavy blows. Hacha wields a massive, spiked club resembling a morning star, suiting his size. With a casual swing, he can easily crush stone and wooden floor. Next, we have gifters. The gifters are the crew's elite infantry of nearly 500 artificial Zoan users. Having eaten smiles, they have had certain parts of their body, e.g. their heads or limbs, permanently transformed into different parts of an animal, or have such parts sprout as extra appendages, even sentient animal heads, with those having advanced mastery of their ability being able to deactivate their transformation at will, though this seems rare. Only 10% of the people who have eaten smiles gain powers and are thus considered gifted, hence their name. In the crew, gifters seem to go by codenames corresponding with their animal power rather than their actual names, and have pairs of black horns on their heads. Now, we will discuss about their power, devil fruit, and skills. First, gifter of Beast's Pirate we have Batman. Batman is a gifter in the Beast's Pirates. Batman is a hefty man. Batman is very loyal to his crew and the Shogun of Wano Country, and would attack anyone who talks badly about them. He is also dedicated to maintaining the social order of Wano, as he tried to prevent the residents of Okabor Town from eating clean food. Batman is a skilled archer, being able to shoot powerful arrows from the air mid-flight. He was surprised that Roronoa Zoro was able to block his shots, showing he holds his skills in high regard. Batman ate a bat smile, which enables him to gain some attributes of a bat. He possesses a pair of large bat wings on his waist which enables him to fly. He also has bat ears which amplify his hearing to 6 times that of a normal human's, allowing him to overhear people from a great distance. Next, gifter of the Beast's Pirate we have Gazel Lehman. Gazel Lehman is a gifter in the Beast's Pirates. Gazel Lehman is a tall, muscular man with wide shoulders, a large chest, a thick neck, and a square jaw. Gazel Lehman is somewhat cheerful, especially when he brags about his speed. He has no remorse when kidnapping a child. Gazel Lehman ate a gazelle smile, which grants him the ability to transform his legs into that of a gazelle, enabling him to run at a great speed. He claims that he can go 200 kilometers in an hour. He appears to be lacking in stamina as he was wheezing with exhaustion after delivering Tama to Hold'em. Next, gifter of the Beast's Pirate we have Mauzeman. Mauzeman is a gifter in the Beast's Pirates. He resides in Bakura Town. Mauzeman is an average-sized man with a long face. Mauzeman is a staunch supporter of Wano Country's social hierarchy, and so convinced the Yokozuna Urashima to use his high status to ensure that the commoner woman Kiku would marry him no matter what, even suggesting that he kill and destroy everything close to her so he would be the only one who could support her. While he does support Urashima's high standing and suggesting him to take full advantage of it, Mauseman is not above insulting such people, as he made a passive remark of how Urashima was an idiot for taking too much into consideration of taking Kiku. Mauseman ate a mouse smile devil fruit, which has given him the ears of a mouse. It is unknown what abilities the fruit gives him. Next, gifter of the beast's pirate we have Snakeman. Snakeman is a gifter in the beast's pirates. Snakeman is an average-sized man. He is bald, but has horns like most gifters, as well as prominent sharp teeth. Snakeman is very loyal to his crew. He is also dedicated to maintaining the social order of Wano, as he tried to prevent the residents of Okabor town from eating clean food. Not much is known about Snakeman's abilities, but he has enough authority in Kuri to demand the retrieval of the food supply from Okabor town. His smile devil fruit resulted in a snake coming out from his abdomen. Snakeman has a sword, but his ability to wield it is unknown. Next, gifter of the beast's pirate we have Rabbitman. Rabbitman is a gifter in the beast's pirates. Rabbitman is a large man. Rabbitman is very loyal to his crew. He is also dedicated to maintaining the social order of Wano, as he tried to prevent the residents of Okabor town from eating clean food. Not much is known about Rabbitman's abilities, but he has enough authority in Kuri to demand the retrieval of the food supply from Okabor town. Rabbitman ate the rabbit smile fruit, which gave him rabbit ears on his shoulders and the face on his beard and also the tail from behind. It is unknown what abilities the fruit gives him. Next, gifter of the beast's pirate we have Tsuruhebe. Tsuruhebe is a school teacher in the flower capital and a gifter of the beast's pirates. Tsuruhebe is a woman of average height with pale purple, shoulder-length hair. Tsuruhebe is loyal to Kurozumai Urakai as she teaches children propaganda that portrays him as a hero while vilifying Kojiki Oden and the 9 Red Scabbards. As a school teacher for all the children in Wano Country, she is responsible for teaching the children lectures and also convincing them that the Kojiki clan are more evil and Urakai is the hero of Wano Country. She seems charismatic enough for the children to accept her lectures. Tsuruhebe ate a snake smile devil fruit, which allows her to stretch her neck and gain snake-like fangs and tongue. She used it to intimidate any students who disagree with her lecture. Next, gifter of the beast's pirate we have Alpacaman. Alpacaman is a gifter in the beast's pirates who serves as a guard in the prisoner mines of the Udon region of Wano Country. Alpacaman is a tall and muscular man whose neck and gray head are those of an alpaca's, increasing his height. Alpacaman is very loyal to his crew, as he looked forward to the punishments that Eustace Kid would receive upon being caught. He likes to abuse his position as a guard to spit on the prisoners, and is quick to remind them of the punishments for retaliating against him. As a guard over the prisoner mines in Udon, Alpacaman possesses great authority over the prisoners, being capable of doing whatever he wants to them without the threat of retaliation. Alpacaman ate an alpaca smile fruit, transforming his entire head and neck into those of an alpaca. With this ability, he is capable of spitting saliva projectiles at a high speed. He is shown using 2 sabers during his fight with Hyogoro and Luffy. He possesses some skill with them, and has a habit of spinning them around to show off and attack. He calls this style Alpaca Kenpo. Next, gifter of the beast's pirate we have Medillomon. Medillomon is a gifter in the beast's pirates. Medillomon is a very large man with a somewhat hunched appearance. Medillomon cares little about fighting opponents for the sake of entertainment, as he was ready to end the sumo inferno quickly by shooting Luffy immediately. Medillomon ate an armadillo smile, which caused an armadillo's shell to grow on his back. At the back end of the shell is a tail and a very tiny pair of hind legs, and the armadillo's head and forelegs, which are both disproportionately small, can also appear at the front of the shell. The shell gives Medillomon significant defensive capabilities, and he can make the armadillo use its head and forelegs to cover and protect his face. He can also use his transformation offensively by curling up into a ball and rolling into opponents. Next, gifter of the beast's pirate we have Trio the Grip. Trio the Grip is a non-canon group of gifters and members of the Beast's pirates who helped attack Zo. The trio are 3 men who each wear the standard gifter's uniform of gray pants, shoulder pads, furry capes, and brown belts. Each has horns and wears a hat. The trio the Grip are cruel people, as they carelessly maimed innocent members of the mink tribe. They are also cocky and challenged the 3 Inuarashi musketeers directly. The trio the Grip are strong enough to defeat members of the mink tribe. However, they were easily defeated by Sicilian. The trio each consumed an artificial devil fruit known as a smile, which grants them the ability to transform their hands into animals. Each on has a different corresponding animal, a snake, a bat, and some sort of crustacean with a gray claw. Next, we have headliners. The headliners are the crew's second-grade officers, mostly elite gifters who are responsible for leading the waiters, pleasures, and lower gifters. Headliners are typically the highest crew authorities in Wano's towns and villages, outside the flower capital, that high-class officials reside in, and so are usually the ones to address smaller-scale issues happening nearby. Apart from the Tobai-Rappos, the headliner's strength seems to vary from individual to individual and depend on whom they are fighting. Now, we will discuss about their power, devil fruit, strength, and skills. First headliner that we will discuss is Bao Huang. Bao Huang is a headliner in the Beast's Pirates. She appears to have the duty of keeping and presenting daily schedules for the crew and their captain Kaido. Bao Huang is a relatively short young woman with short, wild light hair. Bao Huang takes her job of reading the Beast's Pirates schedule seriously and will show up to perform her duty as soon as she is called. She has been shown to make her presentation varied and give a lot of emphasis and excitement toward big events that are planned. Bao Huang ate a flying squirrel smile, an artificial Zoan-type devil fruit that gives her the traits of a flying squirrel, most notably a large bushy tail. She is able to use her power to glide through the air using her kimono. Next, headliner that we will discuss is Speed. Speed is a headliner of the Beast's Pirates who is stationed in Bakura Town. However, she is currently subordinate to Tama due to the latter's devil fruit powers. Speed is a tall woman who, due to her devil fruit, resembles a centaur, with the upper body of a human and the lower body of a horse. Speed is a serious woman who cares about her duties and can get annoyed if she sees others goofing around. She is also proud because she does not like being given orders. As a headliner in the Beast's Pirates, Speed holds a high position in the crew and has authority over the lower-ranking members, and she is one of the top authorities in Bakura Town along with Hold'em and Basil Hawkins. Speed is a horse smile user, giving her the lower body and ears of a horse. Her field of vision is greatly increased as well, with her claiming it to be 350 degrees. Her horse legs make her a very fast runner, and she is also capable of carrying people on her back. Next, headliner that we will discuss is Sheep's Head. Sheep's Head is a headliner of the Beast's Pirates who was in charge of the gifters on Zo. Sheep's Head is a muscular man of average height with short, light blonde, slicked back hair and 2 small black horns on his head. Sheep's Head is very eager to kill his opponents, and will not stop until they are dead or he is no longer be able to fight. He is sadistic and loves violence, having relentlessly pursued Tristan with the intention of torturing her after the destruction of the Mokomo dukedom and the interrogation of its inhabitants. As headliner of the gifters, Sheep's Head holds a high position in the Beast's Pirates and has authority over them and other lower-ranking members of the crew, and he was even shown with the authority to give orders to other headliners like Jin Rummy. Sheep's Head is a competent fighter, having countered Brook's freezing soul parade without any visible difficulty. Sheep's Head ate a sheep smile, an artificial devil fruit known as Smile, which grants him the ability to transform his hands into the horns of a sheep. Sheep's Head was able to activate and deactivate his powers at will thanks to his advanced control over his fruit. Next, headliner that we will discuss is Jin Rummy. Jin Rummy. Jin Rummy is a headliner of the Beast's Pirates. Jin Rummy is a woman of slender build with white skin, Barbie pink-colored hair, and light blue eyes. Jin Rummy is a fairly cautious woman, having ordered her crewmates to retreat right after Sanji defeated Sheep's Head instead of battling him and the other Straw Hats. Additionally, she did not reveal to Jack that his minions had been forced off Zou, knowing his response to their failure would be harsh. Jinrumi reacted to Sanji's perverted nature by attempting to cover herself up, indicating that she is embarrassed by such people. Jinrumi holds a high position in the Beast's pirates and has authority as a headliner, especially since some of the lower members of the crew followed orders from her during their search for Reizo. Jack personally addressed her during his assault on Zou, also confirming her status in the crew. Since Jinrumi has black horns on her head, she has likely eaten a smile fruit, although its powers are unknown. Next, headliner that we will discuss is Hold'em. Hold'em is a headliner of the Beast's pirates, who resides in Bakura town. Hold'em is a large man with long brown hair, a square jaw, cat-like whiskers, and a pointed nose. Hold'em is a brash and no-nonsense man who takes his job seriously and is quick to loudly rebuke his subordinates when they annoy him. He seems to have little empathy, as shown when he decided to try to use Tama's abilities by force, and he is very sadistic, as he became gleeful when threatening to tear Tama apart. As a headliner in the Beast's pirates, Hold'em holds a high position within the crew and is capable of commanding lower-ranking subordinates. Hold'em ate a lion smile, giving him the ability to generate a lion's head and 4 legs on his waist, as well as a tail on his back. Kamijiro possesses great strength in his paws and jaw, with Hold'em stating that he could easily crush Tama with the latter. Kamijiro also possesses the ability to breathe a large stream of fire, which Hold'em calls Shishi no Hai. However, Kamijiro has a mind of his own, putting Hold'em at risk of being attacked by him. However, damage dealt by the lion will also hurt him, as he shares the same body as Hold'em. Hold'em carries a long sword with a star-shaped guard, and is seemingly proficient in using it, as he was confident in its power when attacking Luffy. Next, headliner that we will discuss is Solitaire. Solitaire is a headliner of the Beast's pirates who serves as a vice warden of the prisoner mine in the Udon region of Wano Country. Solitaire is very dedicated to her job, as she became worried upon hearing that the key to the sea stone handcuffs in the prisoner mine was stolen. She can also get angry, as she berated her subordinates for their incompetence in letting the key get stolen. As a headliner in the Beast's pirates, Solitaire holds a high position in the crew and has authority over lower-ranking members, and as a vice warden of the prisoner mines, she has a great amount of authority over the prisoners, and can also give orders to lower-ranking guards. Solitaire ate a monkey smile, which gives her 4 more functional arms as well as a monkey's tail. With the abilities granted by her devil fruit, Solitaire wields 4 swords with her bottom 4 arms. Her skill with them is unknown, as she has not been seen using them. Next, headliner that we will discuss is Dobon. Dobon is a headliner of the Beast's pirates who serves as a vice warden of the prisoner mine in the Udon region of Wano Country. Dobon is very gluttonous and selfish, getting angry at Monkey D. Luffy and Eustace Kid for depleting the prisoner mine's Kibidango rations even though they worked to earn it, and he was willing to abuse his authority as deputy warden to withhold their earnings from them. As a headliner in the Beast's pirates, Dobon holds a high position in the crew and has authority over lower-ranking members, and as a vice warden of the prisoner mines, he has a great amount of authority over the prisoners there and can do whatever he likes to them. Dobon ate a hippo smile, causing a hippopotamus body to grow out from the back of his legs, resulting in his legs being fused with the hippo's lower lip. Dobon also gains hippo features on his face. The hippo's mouth is very large, and can fit Dobon as well as other people, which can give Dobon an advantage in battle if the hippo catches his opponents in its mouth, which is dubbed a slaughter room by his subordinates. However, the hippo has a mind of its own, meaning it sometimes acts without Dobon's input, most notably closing its mouth and cutting Dobon off from those around him. Dobon wields 2 daggers, which he presumably uses to attack opponents when he catches them in his hippo's mouth. Next, headliner that we will discuss is Dayfugo. Daifugo is a headliner of the Beast's pirates who serves as a vice-warden of the prisoner mine in the Udon region of Wano Country. He is a tan-skinned man of around average height. Daifugo takes his responsibilities as vice-warden seriously, and is cruel and violent toward prisoners who are breaking the rules, wanting order in the prison to be maintained and having no leniency toward rule breakers, as seen when he brutally attacked Hyogoro to stop him from eating kibi dango he had not earned. He is also arrogant, as he proudly proclaimed that he would defeat Luffy in no time if he were given the chance. As a vice-warden of the prisoner mines, Daifugo has a great amount of authority over the prisoners in it, and as a headliner, he holds a high position in the Beast's pirates and has authority over lower-ranking members of the crew. Daifugo ate a scorpion smile fruit, which gives him 4 extra functioning legs, and also turns his hair into a scorpion's tail and stinger. Specific abilities granted by the fruit have not been seen. It is unknown if Daifugo's stinger is venomous like those of real scorpions. He is often shown with a sword on his back, though he has yet to be shown using it, and was briefly seen holding a rifle during Big Mom's rampage. Daifugo also makes use of 2 flintlocks loaded with excite bullets, a special ammunition created by Queen that contains a highly contagious virus, causing a severe fever in those hit which spreads instantly to others who come into direct contact with an infected victim. Next, headliner that we will discuss is Basil Hawkins. Basil Hawkins is an infamous pirate from North Blue known as the Magician and the captain of the Hawkins Pirates. He is one of 12 pirates who are referred to as the worst generation. His previous known bounty amounted to belly 249 million, but after the time skip, it was raised to belly 320 million. After encountering Kaido, he joined the Beast's pirates and became one of the crew's headliners. Hawkins is a tall man, with black triangle symbols on his eyebrows, red eyes, and golden hair that reaches down to his hips. He also has a black cross tattooed at the base of his throat that is at the front of his neck. Hawkins portrays himself in a noble and enigmatic manner. In particular, he has a notion about foretelling the fate of everything that he sees. He notes the potential of death and fate in things from a person's clothing to other pirates. Hawkins is a fearsome pirate who, along with his crew, managed to survive the first half of the Grand Line and to enter the New World. Hawkins ate the Wara Wara no Mi, a paramecia-type devil fruit that allows him to create and manipulate straw. He can cover himself in straw and make scarecrow-like straw avatars to aid his offense, and these creations also gain nail-based weapons. By using the straw to create straw voodoo dolls, he is able to redirect any instances of physical damage inflicted upon him to another person, leaving him unharmed but forcing his victim to take the damage amounting to what he would have. Hawkins has great skill in swordsmanship supplemented with his devil fruit powers. He wields a sword created out of the straws produced by his power, allowing him to form a flexible yet sharp whip-like single-edged blade. He used it to pierce a steed that was thrown at his direction, stopping the creature from crashing into him. Next, headliner that we will discuss is Babanuki. Babanuki is a headliner of the Beast's pirates who serves as the warden of the prisoner mine in the Udon region of Wano Country. Babanuki is an extremely large and muscular tan-skinned man with long black hair and a large black beard. Like many other smile users, he has 2 horns on the top of his head. Due to the consumption of a smile fruit, he has a yellow elephant's head on his chest. As the warden of the prisoner mines, Babanuki is quite cruel, going as far as to tell Ho that if he cannot earn food by undergoing the prison's grueling work, he should die like a real man. He is not sympathetic to the prisoners and will often blow off their actions as insignificant due to the immense power he and his subordinates hold over them. So far, it only seems as though he answers to his general, Kaido, and the All-Stars, namely Queen. Babanuki ate an elephant smile, which caused an elephant's head to grow out of his chest. Unlike some other smile users, Babanuki appears to have full control over his elephant head, having been seen speaking through it. However, it can still act independently at times. The elephant head is capable of unleashing powerful explosive blasts of air out of its trunk. However, the trunk can be tied, which prevents the sneeze from being discharged. It will backfire on Babanuki, causing him grievous injuries. He possesses a weapon called Excite Shot, which is said to be 200 times more deadly than the mummy virus from the Excite bullet. He attempted to fire this with the elephant's trunk, only for Luffy to foil his plan. Next, we have Tobirapo. The Tobirapo aka Flying Six are the strongest six among the headliners. They stand out significantly in the crew, being highly regarded by Kaido himself. Currently, the group consists of X-Drake, Page 1, Ulti, Who's Who, Black Maria, and Sasaki. Directly below the All-Stars in hierarchy, the six have been specified to be next in line to become an All-Star should a current one die, with some of them, expressly Who's Who and Sasaki, wishing to kill an All-Star themselves and usurp their post. Unlike most of the other headliners, the Flying Six have eaten real devil fruits instead of smiles, which also explains why they're so much stronger than the others. Here are all 6 members of the Tobirapo ranked with detailed skills and power. At number 6 we have Ulti. Ulti is the sister of Page 1 and a member of the Tobirapo. Unlike some other members of the Flying Six, it is unknown if Ulti is a former pirate captain or not. Nonetheless, she is powerful enough to be among the Flying Six. However, she is also one of the youngest, along with Page 1. Ulti is a fairly tall, long-legged woman of rather young age. Ulti is a bold, rude, and short-tempered young woman, not one to back down from a verbal quarrel and regularly threatening violence against those who annoy her. Somewhat fickle, she is shown acting friendly and trying to come off as refined, mature one moment, then yelling whilst dangerously blunt the next. Not even the likes of Queen or Kaido, both her direct superiors, and the latter of whom most crew members seem at least somewhat afraid of, are safe from her vitriol, implying that she does not fear them at all, even to her fellow Tobirapo's shock. Also, Ulti has no issue with generally acting in a highly casual manner towards Kaido, expressing loud, girly glee during their reunion. It is currently unknown whether Ulti and Page 1 are siblings by blood or not, though either one seems to acknowledge the other as their sibling, Page 1 specifically referring to Ulti as elder sister. Ulti is a very capable combatant, enough so to pose a threat to Luffy, and have him both remark on her great power and consider using Gear 4th when she held him down. Using her great strength, durability, and haki, she is able to unleash blows so powerful, her crewmates consider them comparable to cannon blasts. She was able to overpower Luffy, who has incredible physical strength of his own, in a headbutting clash. Ulti ate the Ryu no Mi model, Pachycephalosaurus, an ancient Zoan-type devil fruit that allows her to transform into a Pachycephalosaurus at will. With this fruit, her already tremendous physical strength is increased further, to the point where she could grab hold of Luffy's shoulders and thereby immobilize the pirate despite his own incredible strength. When transformed, both in her hybrid and full beast forms, Ulti has the front part of her skull strengthened and hardened greatly, though exactly how greatly this strengthens her headbutts remains unseen. At number 5 we have Page 1. Ulti's little brother, who also goes by Pepe, is also one of the members of the Tobirapo and most likely the youngest in their ranks. Page 1 is a young-looking man with long purple hair that is all swept off to one side while the other appears to be shaved off. His name is diagonally tattooed on his upper body, with P on his right arm, H on his chest, and 1 on his left shoulder. Page 1 believes that anyone rebelling against the administration of Wano should be made an example of, and thus has no qualms about a powerful pirate like him being sent to deal with such instances. As a result, he is violent in his missions, destroying multiple soba shops while looking for Sanji, and had no pity for the shop owners he wrongly attacked, viewing his actions as necessary to coerce Sanji into revealing himself. As a member of the Tobirapo, he is among the strongest headliners, with only Kaido and the All-Stars ranking above him. Page 1 ate the Ryu no Mi model, Spinosaurus, an ancient Zoan devil fruit that gives him the ability to transform into a Spinosaurus. As a Spinosaurus, he possesses tremendous strength, particularly in his jaws and tail, which are capable of effortlessly destroying buildings. In his hybrid form, his arms become long enough to use in combat and possess great strength as well, being able to overpower a kick from a raid suit enhanced Sanji and send Sanji flying through several buildings. At number 4 we have Black Maria. Black Maria is one of the most intriguing members of the Tobi Roppo given her physical appearance. Maria appears to be close to a giant in height, although if she is one or not remains to be seen. She's taller than both Big Mom and Kaido, which implies that she has decent strength as well. Maria's devil fruit power is unknown at the moment, however, she most likely possesses an ancient Zoan devil fruit of the Ryu class as well, just like page 1. Maria appears to be quite a confident woman, and just like the others, she is gunning for the spot of the All-Stars as well. Whether she's just as capable as an All-Star or not remains to be seen. Black Maria is an extremely large, albeit well-proportioned woman. She is shown to tower over the already huge All-Star King, and was shown to be about the same height as Kaido when they were both sitting together. Her long light hair is styled like a geisha's, with 2 swords notably being part of its arrangement. Black Maria appears to have a flirtatious personality, coyly expressing her approval at Ultai's short-tempered attitude and choosing to stay with Kaido instead of completing an official assignment from her captain himself. As one of the Tobi Roppo, Black Maria holds great authority in the Beast Pirates, with only Kaido and the All-Stars ranking above her. Though Black Maria's combat ability has not yet been witnessed, as one of the 6 strongest headliners, she can be assumed to be very powerful, potentially worth challenging the All-Stars for their position. At number 3 we have X-Drake. X-Drake is one of the newest additions to the Tobi Roppo who joined their ranks sometime during the 2-year time skip. Although Drake is a member of Kaido's crew, he's actually a part of the Navy Sword Unit. Red Flag X-Drake, read as DS Drake, is the captain of the Marine Secret Special Unit Sword, and the captain of the Drake Pirates, who defected from his position as Rear Admiral to go undercover as a pirate. He is one of 12 pirates referred to as the Worst Generation, and prior to the 2-year time skip had a bounty of belly 222 million. Currently, he and his crew are affiliated with the Beast's Pirates, a major pirate crew led by Kaido, one of the Yonko. X-Drake serves as one of the crew's headliners and one of the Tobi Roppo, 6 of the strongest headliners. Drake is a tall, lean, and muscular man who wears what appears to be a combination of a white-plumed cocked hat with his crew's Jolly Roger on the side and a mask over his eyes. Drake displays a stern, dead serious disposition at all times. He is also observant and patient and appears to be a pirate who avoids needless violence, especially if he knows that it would cause too much attention. Drake ate the Ryu no Mi model, Allosaurus, an ancient Zoan-type devil fruit that gives him the ability to transform into an Allosaurus. In this form, Drake is strong enough to make a pacifist to bleed by biting its head, despite the cyborgs being made of a stronger material than steel. Drake has shown that he is capable of using Busashoku Haki when he easily defeated Caribou, a Logia user. At the Flower Capital, Drake and Page 1 were sent to punish a soba shop owner for beating up some of Kyoshiro's men. At number 2 we have Sasaki. Portrayed to be one of the 2 strongest members of the Tobi Roppo, Sasaki is a former pirate captain who was likely crushed by Kaido and forced into joining the crew at some point. Although he resembles a fishman in appearance, Sasaki is likely a normal human. His devil fruit powers remain unknown so far, however, what we've been told is that he's gunning for the spot of All-Stars, meaning he deems himself worthy of being on the same level as Jack, at the very least. Sasaki is also stubborn enough to reject even King's summon, which goes to show that fears nobody except Kaido. Just like the other Tobi Roppo, he's likely a user of Haki as well. Prior to joining the Beast Pirates, he was the captain of his own crew. Sasaki is a large man who resembles an Oni, as he possesses sharp teeth including prominent lower canine teeth. Sasaki appears to be cold, insubordinate, and ambitious. According to King, Sasaki aims to become one of the Beast's pirates all-stars, and for this reason, he refuses to answer to the current ones, ignoring any attempts of summoning unless Kaido's name is attached to it. He also views his fellow members of the Tobirapo as competition for his goals, considering them contenders at one point and mockingly discouraging both X-Drake and Page 1 from pursuing advancement in the crew, calling the latter dead weight. As a headliner in the Beast's pirates, Sasaki holds a high position in his crew and has authority over the lower-ranking members, and as a member of the Tobirapo, he also is among the strongest headliners, with only Kaido and the All-Stars ranking above him. Sasaki carries what appears to be a katana sword with a tassel decorating the handle in his left hip. It's unknown how proficient he is with it. And, finally, strongest among Flying Six at number 1 we have Who's Who. Like all other Tobirapo members, Who's Who is also named after a game. Along with Sasaki, he appears to be the strongest of the lot and his ambition seems to be the highest among all their members. Who's Who wanted Queen to die so he could take his place as an all-star, implying he deems himself stronger than Jack the Drought. Whether that's actually the case or not remains to be seen. He's known to have been a former pirate captain as well, and although his devil fruit power is yet to be revealed, he's most likely one of the ancient Zoan types. Who's Who's skills with Haki remains to be seen, but being a Zoan, it's likely going to be ferocious. Prior to joining the Beast Pirates, he was the captain of his own crew. Who's Who is a tall man with notably long legs. He has a large mane of wild light hair that goes down to his waist. He wears a dark mask over the top of his head down to his nose that obscures his eyes, and has two long, dark upward curving horns protruding from the side of his head. Who's Who seems to be a blunt man who gets annoyed easily, in particular towards Ultai and Page 1's squabbling. According to King, Who's Who aims to become one of the Beast's pirates all-stars, and for this reason, he refuses to answer to the current ones, viewing them as obstacles first and foremost and justifying his own insolent behavior through the crew's hierarchy system. This insubordination is showcased further by the fact that, unlike the majority of his crewmates, Who's Who refers to Queen and King without any sort of honorific, denoting a sense of disregard for their authority. He seems to heavily respect Kaido, though, becoming serious and shocked along with his peers when Ultai spoke rudely about their boss. Who's Who carries a katana sword on his right hip, letting it rest beside him when sitting down. It is unknown how skilled he is with it. Next, we have All-Stars. Ranking highest under Kaido are the All-Stars. The crew's executives, strongest warriors after their general, and his closest confidants. The three men holding this rank are Jack, Queen, and King, informally referred to as the Disasters. We will discuss about their power, ability, and rank further. At number 3 we have Jack the Drought with bounty of belly 1 billion. In particular, Jack is called the Drought for his general destructivity that renders any land he rampages on as though a drought was there. He is the captain of the Mammoth. He is also currently considered as the ruler of the region of Kuri in Wano Country. His bounty of belly 1 billion indicates that the world government considers him extremely dangerous and threatening to their operations. Jack is shown to be afraid of his superior, as when Kaido appeared in dragon form, Jack trembled. While stern and sometimes outright cruel to his subordinates. Having been a member of All-Star since childhood, Jack respectfully calls King and Queen big brothers, showing that they are superior to him. He possesses tremendous strength and endurance, which is enhanced by his fishman heritage. Jack was shown to possess tremendous durability, having survived being hit by Zuncha's trunk with it only temporarily knocking him out despite it sinking his whole fleet. Jack is highly proficient in dual-wielding his shotel blades. Jack ate the Zozo no Mi, model, Mammoth. An ancient Zoan-type devil fruit that gives him the ability to transform into a mammoth, granting him immense size and strength. In this form, he leveled part of a city by simply swinging his trunk. Due to his fishman physiology, he would not die from drowning, but would be immobilized when submerged underwater. At number 2 we have Queen the Plague with incredibly high bounty of belly 1,320,000,000. Queen is the Plague for his expertise in weaponizing disease. Currently, he serves as the de facto ruler of Udon, a region in Wano Country. Queen is a very flamboyant man who likes to sing and dance. Being extremely dramatic, he tends to treat matters like he is in a show. Queen has a rivalry with his fellow all-star, King, as they both didn't hesitate to insult one another in front of their subordinates. However, they both share a mutual disdain toward their other fellow all-star, Jack. With Queen's incredibly high bounty of belly 1,320,000,000 as well as his rank, Queen is among the strongest fighters of the Beast Pirates, being considered an extreme threat by the world government. Queen has the strength to stop a punch from Luffy with only one hand and then toss Luffy away, though these actions were done with his artificial arm. Queen ate the Ryu no Mi model, Brachiosaurus, an ancient Zoan devil fruit that allows him to transform into a Brachiosaurus hybrid and full Brachiosaurus at will. Queen and Big Mom came to blows when she demanded Ashiroko, something Queen favored too. Despite her status as a Yonko, Queen prepared to fight her by transforming into a Brachiosaurus only to be slammed by her. This shows he also has tremendous durability, as he took a violent beating from the Yonko Big Mom and was able to remain conscious and stand back up on his feet only moments afterward. At number 1 we have King the Conflagration, whose bounty is still unknown. King as the Conflagration seems capable of generating fire. He is part of a yet-to-be-identified race. King is a huge man, as tall as his fellow 2 all-stars. As an all-star of the Beast's pirates, King has great authority over the crew, second only to Kaido. Befitting his epithet, King can produce fire in his humanoid and pteranodon forms. Like Queen, King is extremely rude and critical of his crewmates, constantly deriding Queen and especially Jack for their accomplishments. However, despite their rivalry, he and Queen seem to have a mutual sense of disdain towards Jack. According to Queen, King is a pervert who loves torturing people. King ate the Ryu no Mi model, pteranodon, an ancient Zoan devil fruit that allows him to transform into a hybrid and full pteranodon at will. This fruit gives him the ability to fly, and in his full beast form, he can perform extremely powerful attacks from midair, such as when he casually knocked back the Queen Mama Chanter, one of the largest ships seen so far, with enough force to throw off Big Mom herself. King carries a large katana on his hip, befitting his size. During the battle against the 9 Red Scabbards 20 years ago, King was able to injure Reizo with his sword. Next, we have Governor General of the Beast's Pirates, Kaido of the Beasts. Kaido of the Beasts, renowned as the strongest creature, is the Governor General of the Beast's Pirates and one of the Yonko ruling over the New World. From his base on Onigashima, Kaido has occupied Wano Country along with his crew and allied with Wano's shogun, Kurozumai Urakai. Decades ago, before the formation of his own crew, Kaido was an apprentice in the legendary Rocks Pirates. Kaido is a merciless, aggressive, and confident warrior who never misses an opportunity to gain an advantage in war, as evidenced by his plan to attack Whitebeard during the latter's attempt to save Ace from execution. As one of the Yonko, Kaido is one of the 4 strongest pirates alive, renowned as the strongest creature. Notably, he has a bounty of belly 4,611,100,000, which is the highest known bounty of any pirate currently alive, surpassed only by the bounties of the late Whitebeard and Roger. As the Beast's Pirates Governor General, Kaido has authority over a massive, 20,000-strong pirate organization, and due to his alliance with Urakai, he and his crew enjoy authority over and cooperation with thousands of Wano's samurai forces serving Urakai. Kaido ate a mythical Zoan-type devil fruit, allowing him to transform into a massive blue-scaled eastern dragon with a notable circle of flame around each of his upper arms. In this form, he is capable of moving through the air by creating clouds and using them as footholds. He can also release devastating blasts of fiery heat from his mouth, which can instantly blow apart a large area. Kaido possesses House Hoku Haki, which was first seen when he clashed with fellow House Hoku Haki wielder Big Mom, creating the shockwaves that appear when two users clash. He is currently in an alliance with his former crewmate from that time and fellow Yonko, Big Mom. Kaido has 3 subordinate crew of worst generation Drake pirates, on-air pirates and Hawkins pirates, and also, has allies and affiliates with Kurozumi family, and Donquixote pirates.